Welcome everybody. Hey everybody. Hi guys, come on in. We're cooking today. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Hi Karen, welcome. We're making beef curry today. Welcome, welcome. But you guys look at all the ingredients while I get ready. Okay, guys. How are you guys doing today? Taisha, get in here. Where is she? Tai. Welcome, welcome. So guys, the recipe for what we're gonna make today is on this same page. Just scroll down. Hi Jess, welcome. We're making a beautiful beef curry today, the kind my grandmother would make. Some people call it wedding house beef curry because it has a lot of spices, not like hot spices, but like warm spices like cinnamon and clove and cardamom. And that's how she would make her beef curry. So we're going to be inspired by my grandma today. Of course, a few changes from me. Let me see if I can flip this around. Okay. I'm trying to flip the camera around so we can chat. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Yeah, so we're going to make a beautiful beef curry today, and it's inspired by my grandmother. And a saffron rice that I learned to make when I was in culinary school. So let's do that. Let me just fix the setting on here. I can't seem to do it. Anyhow, I'll just talk to you guys for a moment while I prep. So we are going to, you see here. Dun, dun, la cresta. I don't know what is going on here. So it's asking me to do some kind of thing here. Hi, welcome, welcome. We're going to cook today. Where is Taisha? Settings. What do you guys think about a flower? Glasses. I always wear the glasses. Somebody's done my eyebrows. I just want something with some more lighting. How was your guys' day today? Good? Oh my. I'm not a makeup person, so I don't like all these filters with all the makeup. This one looks fine. Let's see. Just trying to brighten up the screen a bit. Maybe I'll just turn the lights on. I don't know. I'm new to all this live stuff, guys. Beef curry. We're gonna make beef curry today. My grandma's recipe. Look at the nose ring. That is so crazy. I'm just gonna leave the flower because it looks the most natural. Anyhow, I'm waiting for some guests to come in. Hi, Riri. Let me know if you want to come up. I don't know where Taisha is. Okay. I'm going to start some stuff here and then we can do it. You guys can look at the ingredients. Flip. Look at all the ingredients. That's for the cake. We're gonna get started on that. I'm gonna put the lights on. Whoa. Just making some green seasoning. You know, that's very important to our cooking. Green seasoning. And it's nice that I can get it fresh from the garden. It's the green seasoning. Hi, Riri.
I'll listen for a bit because I'm out doing something.
That's no
I'll meet you
problem.
for a little bit.
That's no problem. You let me know when you're ready to come in.
Okay.
Maybe let me know when you see Taisha in here as well. So guys, I don't use curry powder, just to let you know. I make this curry paste and it just has fresh turmeric. I've scrubbed this with a toothbrush. I can't be bothered to peel it. Garlic and ginger. Okay, so it's like 1 part turmeric to half ginger and half garlic, right? So that's the ratio. And then I'm gonna add some pepper, just a little, not too much, because you know, we don't want to make our food too spicy. Some dishes, you know, that I make for my granddaughter, she doesn't like it too spicy. So just gonna add this in here. And then what I do is I give it a quick blend with a teaspoon of salt, and then I put it into ice cubes and I freeze it. And for this like mixture, you can add 1 tablespoon into half a chicken. So if you're doing a whole chicken, you would do 2 cubes or 2 tablespoons. And this just works perfectly like curry powder would. And the reason I stopped using curry powder is because it's hard to find a pure curry powder. They do mix them with a lot of fillers and dyes, and you know, that's not good for us. So since I've been doing this about 15-20 years now, hi Leon, welcome. This has been wonderful. And the great thing about when you make this curry paste is that you can use it in soups and in stews and in other dishes as well. Like if the kids have a little bit of a cold or whatever, I would take out a cube and boil it with some chicken stock and just add noodles, and you have a beautiful soup that's going to heal the whole family. So that's my thing on it. I mean, you can use curry powder, and if you look at the recipe, it tells you what the substitute is. Hi, boss man, welcome. So this is our curry cube paste. Now I'm going to add the salt, 1 teaspoon, and that's just to kind of keep it stable. And then we're going to blend it. So it's going to get a little noisy for a couple seconds. And the reason I love it too is that it tastes very clean. The curry tastes very, very clean to the palate. And just like that, curry paste is ready. And I'm going to show you with a spoon how it looks. Thank you guys. So there it is. And then, yeah, we're just going to put this off into ice cubes and then freeze it. And then you can take out, and this will last me like almost like 2 months or so. So it's a very one-time thing, but convenient to have at hand. And I just keep them in a Ziploc. Hi, welcome. Keep it in a Ziploc bag. And that's it. So now that we have that, I'm just going to add some pepper to it. I'm going to add these Trinidad flavor peppers, the pimento, because it's not very spicy and it still gives it a nice flavor. So this is the last bit of it. I'm just gonna take this out. And it's forgiving, so you don't have to like right away do it in the ice cubes. It's not going to turn black or anything. So I'm gonna set this aside and then work on it like after we're done cooking. But let me finish blending out the rest. The thing. I'm gonna add the pepper. I already added the teaspoon of salt to the first batch, so I don't need to add it here. We don't want to over salt things. So that's the last of it. Okay. I mean, if you don't make anything, I would suggest you make this beautiful curry paste. It's delicious. Thank you. Thank you, Bina. Welcome. So this is the curry paste. Okay, let me just blend up this last batch and then we'll get started. I could have blended it earlier, but I wanted to show you guys how to make the curry paste for yourself. Guys, I love my Vitamix. It's like 18 years old. I use it to make flour, peanut butter. This is, of course, I'm not getting any money from Vitamix, but I'm just saying. So I don't want to waste this. So I'm going to add water to this and I'm going to use this actually what's in here for my curry. Okay, so I'm just going to give it a rinse and put it aside. And this is our curry paste here. And what I would do is just add it to like these. See, they're stained already. And this does stain your clothes, so please, if you're making it, be very, very careful. Thank you, Bina. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming. Yeah, so yeah, put it in here. And yeah, 2 cubes for 1 chicken, so you can gauge the poundage. So we're doing 3 pounds of beef today, so I'm going to use 3 cubes. Okay, so we'll set this aside and we'll work on that later on after the live. I'm going to add some water to this. So see, this way we're not wasting and it's ready to go, right? Okay, now let's get our beef together. And once we get our beef started, we can work on our cake. We're making a nice fruit cake today. And this is my own special mix that I keep in the basement. Yeah, so we have like a nice fruit mix. There's strawberries, there's blueberries in here, all dried and then soaked in wine and rum in the basement. And it's probably a couple years old. Welcome. Yep, it smells so good, Riri. I wish you could smell it. And then here I have whole These are currants and orange peel. I like to use lemon peel and grapefruit peel. The grapefruit peel gives it like a bitterness, which I really love because the fruitcake is so sweet. Yeah. So, and this is going to be a half a pound of cake. So that means we're using a half a pound of everything. Again, the recipe. Hi, welcome, Rubina. No problem, Rubina. No problem. I'm thankful that you're here to support. Thank you. So the everything is half a pound. So we have half a pound of butter, half a pound of flour. Same with the sugar. I wanted to show you guys this too. I keep marshmallows in my sugar dish. Let me show you. See there, the marshmallows in the sugar dish. And that, I'll put this one back. That allows the sugar to stay really soft. And it doesn't get hard on you because you know brown sugar, it loves to get hard. So that's my little trick for that. So if you have that problem, put it in an airtight container. Oh yeah, you can use bread as well. But with the bread could get mold. And I like to use the marshmallows because there's no chance of that. So, and then we have also the baking powder. So I just leave those marshmallows in there all the time. I don't have to remove it. But I guess with the bread, you would put it in and then you have to remove it after a bit, right? Yep. And the eggs. Another good thing when you're baking cake, make sure your eggs are room temperature. Your butter is room temperature. It allows the cake to rise nicely. Any kind of pastry, everything should be room temperature when you're going to use it, not cold, okay? Except for like, you know, pastry. That has to be cold so it could be flaky. Okay, let me get my meat out. Okay, so here we have our beef. Now the cut of beef I'm using is called Sina, and the other piece is called shank. And you can see it's cut into like 1.5 inch kind of cubes. I love bone in my curry because bone is flavor. And I think like it makes the curry or the stew even more flavorful, right? But you can do it boneless if you like. But again, I'm using shank and Sina. It's been cleaned up, washed. Now I'm going to add my green seasoning. And this has the garlic and the pepper in it already, so I won't have to add. You can see it's already been minced, right? I don't need all of that, so I'm going to put this aside. And then we're just going to give it a nice little toss. And I'm going to put some salt and some black pepper. just about half a teaspoon, black pepper, and salt, just a little, not a lot, because we're gonna add more as it cooks. Salt actually like toughens meat, so some people don't even put it in the first part of the cooking, but it really helps with the marination process, so that's why I use a little. I wish you guys could smell this. It smells amazing. Now we're gonna let that sit for a bit. Anybody seen Taisha yet? Oh, I don't wanna wait. Thank you guys. Trying to go back and see if you have any comments. Hi, baby. Okay, so there's our beef. Now I'm gonna get the pot and then we can get started. It's always a process for me to figure out which pot I'm going to use, because I always pick the smallest pot and then I end up having to switch over my stuff. Especially when I'm making cook up. I don't know why, but I always pick the smallest pot. Let me see if I can get you guys a bit higher. Just gonna get like a stand. Let's try this one. There we go. Nice and high. Better. Good. I'm not making cook up today though, Dane. I'm making beef curry. Mike's favorite. Okay, so the oil that I like to use when I'm making beef curry is ghee, because ghee and beef go well together. And if you don't know, ghee is clarified butter. I always like to use ghee when it comes to the curries. So there's our ghee. Okay, and I'm just going to use about 2 tablespoons of ghee. Okay. How was everybody's day today? Good? Mine was busy. Very, very busy. I was trying to like fix up outside. So in the meantime, I'm gonna put the oven on. And I'm gonna put it to just 345. Can you see that? 345. Okay, and that's our oven is gonna heat up while we get our stuff ready. Yeah, I know. You must be really busy. I volunteered today too at the hospital. It's very, very busy, a lot of surgeries, and people are trying to get it done because, you know, the weather is nice and it's a good time to be home to recover, right? So I fully understand that.
Okay, I can talk now. Are Are you baking fruitcake too?
Yeah, we're gonna bake the fruitcake as well.
My favorite.
And we're gonna do it by hand, so we're not gonna use any mixer or anything, so people don't have any excuse not to make it. Because a lot of people will say, oh, I live in a little apartment, I don't have all of those things, but you don't need it. I know people that even bake in their, what are those ovens called? What are the fryer? What's it called again?
The air fryer?
The air fryer. Yeah, I know people that actually bake in their air fryer, so there's no reason not to. Even microwaves, I think, can bake if you know how to do the setting.
But I'm sure everybody has an oven.
Yeah, but a lot of people think they need a mixer, and the mixer makes the cake fluffy, but you can do it by hand.
No,
My grandmother mixed it by hand, right? So,
I think that those are the best with the old style way.
right?
Yeah.
But the key is to start all the ingredients with being room temperature, right?
Oh, I never knew that. I usually just take the egg out.
Yeah. Yeah, you need it to be room temperature. So we're going to add in our spices, our cumin, our coriander, our masala. I don't do the water, mixing it with water and then frying it. I don't do that. I just put it right in. The reason I don't do that is because I find it doesn't toast up nicely, and I want it to toast in the ghee.
Mm-hmm.
And my spices. Now you can add it ground spices, but I'm gonna add it whole. So I'm gonna put 1 cinnamon stick, about 4 pods of cardamom, and about 6 clove. And I'm gonna add 1 of this star anise, okay?
What flavor does that give? I always seem to be used that,
It's
but I
like
don't know.
like a licorice flavor.
Oh, okay.
But what it does to the meat is like, you know how meat has that like gaminess to it?
Yeah.
It takes that gaminess away. This is allspice. You can add 5 spice if you like, but I like allspice. So we're just toasting this up. Okay, 1 minute. I totally forgot to cut up my onions, but it's okay. We're gonna put some of the beef bones in, and then we'll do the onions. And this is just, again, we're trying to build flavor. Just the parts with the bone.
I'm guessing you can if you're making lamb, you can do it the same way, right?
Sorry?
I'm guessing if you're making lamb, like who doesn't eat beef, and if they want to make lamb, you can do it the
Same
same way,
thing.
right?
Yeah, same thing. Goat as well. Goat is nice with the same recipe.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I love a goat curry more than I do a beef curry. But beef is my son's favorite. And my daughters, they like more chicken curry and shrimp. So we're just gonna let these brown off, the bones. While I cut up these onions. You can, if my kids are on here, I don't usually talk when I'm cooking. I just go at it. So I'm trying to balance. Like I'm in like a zone when I'm cooking. And they're always like amazed at how much food I could pump out in a small time frame, you know? But it's just because I just get zoned out and I just do what I got to do. When you're doing your work, do you like to chat or you just like get in your zone as well?
For me, no, I like to chat and do my work. To me, I get it done like faster, better. I don't know. I guess because I'm used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't even talk. And they'll come in, the poor kids, they'll come in the kitchen. They're probably on here listening. And they'll be like, "Oh, so what's cooking?" And I don't even answer them. Because I'm
Well,
just
now
like,
now you're getting practice.
oh my gosh.
I have a friend like that. She's like, I don't know how you do it. I'm like, try it. I just put my earpiece in and I just do everything. And I'll cook and do everything and talk to her. And she's like, how do you do that? I have to focus on one thing. I'm like, try it.
It's true. It's very true. So I have my pan on a medium heat. I just turned it down for a second because I did forget to cut up the onions. So just trying to give myself a little grace. And the reason I didn't put the meat in here, because it would have released water and then I wouldn't get the bones to caramelize. You know what I mean? So that's why I use just the bones in here. Because I still want to develop like a nice brownness because that will add flavor to my curry. And I like to use wine in my curry as well to also take out a bit of the gaminess, especially with goat. I'll use like red wine with goat, lamb, and beef. The only one I don't use wine in is the chicken. But if I'm cooking duck, I usually add 2 splashes of rum.
Oh,
So, yeah, that's my
what
secret.
what kind of wine do you use? Like
I'm
red wine?
whatever I drink. So if I have a bottle of like, you know, red wine open, whatever it is, I will use it.
So it doesn't really matter what like wine.
Well, I want a good quality wine. So whatever I would drink, that's what I would put in my food. Because some
Oh,
people buy like that cheap wine just to cook with, but the wine is like vinegar, and you know that doesn't do anything for your food.
oh okay.
So some people will buy like specific wine to cook with, but I like to use whatever it is I drink.
Makes sense.
Guys, the house smells so good. We need to get TikTok to get like some kind of smell-o-vision going.
Then you'll make all of us hungry. You're making me want to eat curry right now.
We need to get like some kind of smell-o-vision or something. Aisha went to get her hair done, so $20 says she's busting asleep right now. Hi, Judge. We're making beef curry. Nice beef curry. And Judge, I don't use curry powder. This is our curry paste. And I make enough that I put it in ice cubes. And that's how I make it. And it's like a cleaner tasting curry. Of course, it tastes way better. And yeah, you can make it ahead. And you know, if you got a little coal or a little whatever, yeah, come, Judge, come.
Have you ever thought about baking it and sell it?
Oh gosh, I can make so many things and sell it, but the problem is I got to be careful what I sell from my home.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, because I actually do have like a certificate. So, you can know how people are nasty. So if somebody does something and says something, then you know.
Yeah. So let's say a person like me wanna like buy some from you. Like, would you do it?
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Of course.
Oh, okay.
Just let me know.
Because I'm very lazy to do those things.
I can give you some. You can try it with your curry, see how you like it. But
Mhm.
I'm telling you, it's like once you do it, you'll never go back to curry powder. Because
I
curry
trust you.
powder, it has like a stainy taste to it.
I trust
Especially if
you.
you don't
You're a
cook it
chef.
out really, really good.
You went to school for this, so I trust you.
Yeah.
Like even the cake. Like, I mean, I would buy. Like if I order, you would do it.
Yeah, yeah. No, I get the like nice organic turmeric.
Mhm.
It's like readily available in my area. So it's not really that difficult to get.
And that's better for you.
Oh yeah, 100%. If I'm making dal, I just put like one of this in the dal as well.
Mhm.
So yeah. And you don't want to add too much water when you make it. You want a nice thick paste because then that means the turmeric is that much more stronger in your thing because more water means you're diluting it, right?
Yeah.
But let me warn you, this thing can stain, buddy.
Yeah. You don't eat with your fingers.
Oh no, I do eat with my fingers. I don't care. I wear that stain with pride. But I'm just saying, like, stain up your kitchen, you know? So you have to just be careful. Just the other day, I had a lovely fish curry, Riri. And you should see me. I was going to the store with my son. He's like, Mom, your nails are yellow. I'm like, that's pride, buddy.
You know what's the trick for that? You take some hand sanitizer
Yeah,
on a cotton
yes. I
thing or
learned
whatever,
that
and
too. During COVID, I learned it.
and it removes everything.
I was like, whoa, this removes it. Because I try like nail polish remover, and that takes some of it, but not all.
Yeah, because I did white nails once when I was eating curry, and you know how sometimes we pull the meat to bite it,
Right.
and then I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? So I YouTube it, and it worked.
Yeah, it does work. It does work. So you notice I put in the meat, but I didn't move it. I didn't move it around, nothing. Now I'm gonna move it because I'm still trying to get that browning action. If you could see how nice and brown it is.
Yeah, no, it's good.
So I'm gonna turn it again, then I'm gonna leave it for a minute. Let that side get brown. I got these like pans by the tons. And you can use your green seasoning like this as well, but I find green seasoning is better done in the bottle with a teaspoon of vinegar and salt. Like it keeps the freshness nicer. Like when you freeze the green seasoning, it gets like a grassy kind of a taste, you know?
Uh-huh.
Especially like the married man and the thyme, it's better dried or in green seasoning with a little bit of vinegar. Okay. I don't know how many people come in for this beef curry if I'm going to have any for myself. Rabina always, she lives in like the other end of the city and she's always telling me she's coming to get it, but I've never seen her yet. See here. Okay.
You enjoy cooking so much, you should have had a restaurant or something.
You know what? When I graduated culinary school, my husband told me that he'll retire at a certain age and then we can have a restaurant, but
Uh-huh.
that doesn't look like it's going to happen. It doesn't look like it's going to happen, but it's okay. I'm happy the way things are. I do a bit of catering and I can
Yeah.
work when I want. And at this point now, I just I want to work, but I also want to enjoy life too, right?
Yeah.
And there's
I
only,
mean, if it works for you from home and you're satisfied with wherever you are
yeah,
right now, then
yeah,
there's no
I
need
am.
to.
Yeah, I am. I'm fully satisfied because there's only so much money you need. You know, you also need that bit of family time.
You need time to spend it with your family too. Like,
Yeah, exactly. So now
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
you
add
can.
in. Now I'm gonna add in the turmeric, and I'm gonna add the watered down one as well that we washed out of here because we didn't want to waste. So that's gonna give me about 3 tablespoons. Oh gosh, guys, I'm sorry, but I can't waste, so I have to wash the bowl out too. And then I want to add in the bit of wine. So I don't pressure the beef because we, like here in Canada, you know, you don't really have to do that. So I just let it cook down for about 40 minutes. Then I add my potato and my other seasoning, like maybe some scallions and tomato. So we're gonna cover this down. It smells so good. And still, I didn't put any salt yet, okay? Because we don't want to toughen up the meat.
Oh,
No salt yet. When we reach the 40-minute mark, then we'll add some salt.
oh. I always put salt and everything at the same time.
Yeah, chicken is okay, but sometimes the beef, it'll just like get really tense and you know, you don't wanna ruin the texture of it and make it tough. Like, you know, it doesn't have
And you know what I find? Um, those spots, like you don't need the pressure. It cooks the meat really fast.
evenly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it cooks the meat really evenly and it um like spreads the heat out like through the pan and it keeps hot, like really hot. So as I said,
Mhm.
just like the little medium low heat, it's perfect. You don't need to do more than that.
Because of you, I went and I got two of those.
Did you? And
Remember
you
when we
love
were
it?
talking about it? Yeah.
You love
That's
it?
what I'm saying. Like
Oh,
I made lamb curry in it, and it was like amazing. It was like perfect. The
wow.
meat was so tender. Like,
Wow. That makes me so happy, Riri. That's wonderful. So I'm going to show you how to use this kind of pan. You see them all the time at the store. So what we do is I'm going to use butter or ghee, but right now I'm using the ghee because I already have it out. And you're just going to try to get it in all the nooks and crannies. Like poke at it, jab at it, because that's going to help you get success in taking the cake out. You want to try to get it in every spot. People like shy away from these because once you use it, then they can't get the cake to release, or they don't get the design. I mean, it happens sometimes, especially when you're doing like a fruit cake. Sometimes the fruit can get stuck to it and it doesn't matter what you do, you know? But with regular cakes, this comes out. I've never had a problem. So there, and now for the little trick. And mind you, you can like spray the pan too. That will definitely do it. But I really don't like those spray things. I feel like it's like artificial kind of tasting, right? So
Yeah.
let me get a wait. Try not to touch inside.
Tap the life if you're enjoying it.
Oh, thank you. So we're making a fruit cake right now, Guyanese style. So you see that? So now we're gonna put this in the freezer. Okay? And that will ensure that any cake you make will get released. The freezer. Okay, now we need a nice bowl for mixing. So we're gonna put in our sugar. Again, the recipe is on Facebook and it's also on this page if you go back to the last post. Okay, and our butter, that's room temperature. I'm gonna save this for last. And then for this, we're gonna take that same bit of flour and put it on here. And the reason we're doing that is when we put it in our cake, it'll stay on the top of the cake and not sink down to the bottom. A little bit of flour, not a lot. Just like that, and we're gonna leave it till the end. Now we're gonna put in our eggs. Now, if you look at the recipe, it says sour cream, a tablespoon, and I do that to all my cakes because it retains the moisture in the cake. Now, if you're lactose, you can use applesauce instead, and that will also help you. But I'm just gonna put a nice tablespoon of sour cream. So this is ½ pound of cake. Okay, I see you, Riri. Now I'm gonna add the vanillas, the extracts, some almond. Of course, if you're allergic to almond or whatever, feel free to substitute. And some vanilla. This is a cool one. This is coconut vanilla. And now we're going to add our spices. Going to add a little allspice. I'm ballparking it, but the recipe tells you exactly how much. Okay, clove. We need a little cinnamon. Hey guys, if your plant has fungus, use cinnamon. It will help. Sprinkle it on the root, and it will help. Cinnamon's an antifungal. And then we're going to put some lovely nutmeg. Okay. And I like a little ginger, so I'm going to go grab the ginger and give it a grate into here. That's about a teaspoon of ginger, but that's optional, okay? See how I'm not really fussing with the cake? You don't really need to. Okay. So we're making our beautiful fruit cake at this point. Let me know when you want to come back up, Riri. Thank you guys for the gifts. Really generous of you. So I haven't put this whole pieces yet, not until I have everything incorporated. Who remembers doing this for their grandmother? And then when the spoon would stand up, what does that mean, guys? Huh? What does that mean when the spoon would stand up? We're in business, right? A hand workout. Don't throw these away. I'm going to put them for the garden. Now I know why my grandmother got us to do this, because it's literally bun in my hand. That's it, guys. Next cake, we're using the mixer. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, Farina. That's really nice of you. My content is a lot of gardening and cooking. But we're trying to expand it. So some days we're going to have some people on here to talk about health and wellness. I recently lost 30 something pounds. So there's a system that I use to do it. And I actually know somebody that sells that system. But I'm just going to have them come on and talk to you guys about it. Because I know, I mean, I wasn't diabetic, but people that are diabetic, they were on the system and they don't have to take any medication anymore. So if I can help anyone, I think it would be a great thing. For me, I would feel really good about that. Yeah. Guyanese fruitcake. That's right, AI. Thank you guys for tapping the live. Thank you so much. The cake feels really light and fluffy. Now we're going to add in the fruits that we dusted in some flour. Okay. I'm going to scrape off all this goodness. It smells so good, guys. You guys ever take the rum soaked fruit, get some nice Haagen-Dazs vanilla ice cream, and put it on top? I'm telling you guys, that's the shit right there. Always got to be cleaning up. Okay. So remember we put our cake pan in the freezer. First we brushed it with ghee or butter, whichever you choose. And then we dusted it with some flour, making sure to fill all the nooks and crannies. And then we put it in the freezer. And that's going to allow you to have a nice release. Hi, Debbie. Welcome. Welcome, Debbie. I know, right? Do you like to eat cake batter? I used to love that, but you know, not too much. You know what happens if you eat too much? It smells so good, guys. My grandma, she used to make her cake in like old sardine cans. She'd wash out and boil out. And it was so sweet, you know? Gosh, the things they used to do. So I mixed it with my hand mainly because like I have mixers. Look, guys, I got them lined up. But I just wanted to do it that way to show you that you might not have it, but you could still make this delicious cake for your family and your loved ones. I think we're gonna get another small cake out of this one. So I'm gonna put this one here and see if I get another pan. Maybe I'll share it with somebody. Let's see if I can find a little pan. There we go. Same process. I'm gonna brush it with the butter or ghee. Now I'm gonna add the flour. There, I'm gonna stick it in the freezer just for a few seconds. Look at it, guys. Beautiful. Let me scrape up this one and get it ready. I think Riri wants this little one. Hey, Riri? This one has your name on it. See, guys? The turmeric is no joke, look. But it's not doing anything harmful to my skin or my insides, you know? You could have regular curry powder and it's doing all kinds of bad things to your inside. So it actually is cleaning my skin. If you guys know, like when people get married in the Hindu religion, they rub this same dye all over their skin, and that's to clean their skin, to give them a nice clean glow. And it's the same thing when you ingest fresh turmeric. It does the same thing for your insides. This is going to be here. It's not going to be as thick as the other cake, but that's okay. It'll finish first, so you guys will get to look at it at least. And next we're going to make our rice, and then we're going to put our potato and stuff into our beef. This is going to be like a 1.5 inch thick cake. Not very thick. Okay, I'm going to pop them in the oven now. 345. And let's get ready to make our rice. What is it? It's cake. We were making fruit cake. Do you like fruit cake? That's what we were making. I'm gonna move this over for our rice. So what we're making with our beef curry is a saffron rice, and it's going to have some spices in it. This is not a typical rice like something my grandmother would make or something. It's just a rice that I enjoy. I love to make it. This is the boiling pot, and when I'm finished cooking, I'll boil this, and it will take all the curry smell out of the house. And in here is a lot of different citrus peel, ginger, bay leaf. I have a cinnamon tree, so I add the cinnamon leaf in here as well, cloves, a lot of spices. And yeah, the house, you wouldn't even know I cooked curry. So that's my boiling pot. But not for now, not right now. Okay, let's get our rice going. Okay, I don't seem to have rice up here, but I'll let you guys watch the curry for me while I go and grab some rice from downstairs. So you guys, no curry powder. Beautiful color. This is the basmati rice we're going to be using. I'm going to give it a wash. When you wash your rice, wash it with cold water and about 3 times. Some people say wash it till it runs clear, but for me, I like it 3 times. And cold water. Now the last wash. Okay. And our rice is nice and clean. I'm going to cover back our curry. Beef curry and cake prep, yes. Welcome, guys. Anyone have any questions? AJ asked, what is this? We're making cake, and it's called fruit cake. And the fruits have been soaked in rum. So now here I'm going to add, again, some ghee. Just about a tablespoon. And medium heat. Okay. So we have medium heat. I'm gonna add half a stick of cinnamon. We don't need a whole one, just half a stick. 1 star anise. 1, 2, 3 cardamom pods, and about 4 cloves. Okay. We're only making 3 cups of rice right now. So once the cardamom and the spices toast up a bit, we're going to add in our rice. We're just trying to warm up the spices. And you want to start getting your water hot. So you can add hot water to this. Okay, so let your water run hot. I can smell the spices. I can smell it. It smells very like licoricey and caramel kind of scents coming from it. Just gonna let it toast up for another minute and then we're going to add our rice. Thanks guys for topping up the live. So we're making our saffron rice now. So now we're gonna add in our rice. And you wanna get the rice nice and toasted. So we're gonna do the same thing as we did with the beef. We're not gonna move it too much. We're gonna let it toast and then we're gonna move it. Let it toast and we'll do that about 3 times. And then we'll add our water and our saffron. You can also add the turmeric to this. If you don't have saffron, you can add like some beet juice maybe, if you like that kind of flavor. Getting nice and toasted here. So we're gonna fill it up 1 inch above the rice. If you've never cooked basmati rice, this is how to do it. So we're about 1 inch above the rice. And now we're gonna put on our saffron. For this kind of container of saffron, you're looking at about $200. So saffron is really expensive, but it does enhance your food and it is delicious and it has a distinct flavor. And why not? Life is short. Why not? Okay, and there we go. There's our saffron. We don't need a lot. It's about half a teaspoon there. I'm gonna give it a little stir, and then I'm gonna cover it down and leave it on low. I'm gonna take a moment to clean up. Make sure you turn your fire down to low, like as low as you can get it. And the rice is going to cook for about 12 minutes. You'll know because the rice will give off a nice smell. Don't open the pot, don't stir it. Just let the rice cook. And once you smell it, and it's been 12 minutes, you could then turn the pot off and leave it for another 8 minutes. And guaranteed you will have beautiful basmati rice. My husband loves to do the dishes, but I'm gonna try to clean it up before he gets home. If you guys have any questions, you can ask me now about the recipe. The cake will approximately bake about 30 minutes, 40 minutes. I didn't put the oven at 350. I put it at 345 because I want it to bake nice and low and even. Because it has a lot of fruits in it, it can easily burn. So 350 is always safe for any kind of baking. Guys, I wish you could smell the beef curry. So tomorrow we'll be live on Facebook and we'll be doing some planters for around the yard. Some nice arrangements for around the yard. I have these cute little teapots, little containers, and teach you about the soil, what you need, and what you need in terms of fertilizer. Hi Savvy, welcome. Hi Mary, welcome. Yeah, so we're gonna do that fun thing tomorrow. And actually going to close off the week. I want to also make a fried rice, but I want to do that next week. Hi, Ria. Welcome. Oh, somebody's here. My husband. He's going to fight me to do the dishes. Who is it? Hi, Riri. Hi, Ria. I saw you was on a nice little vacation there. We're making beef curry. Alright. I got the dishes.
Just got removed. You just got removed. How do you feel?
You guys see that? I just got removed. How was work, boys? Yeah? I know, it was busy too for me. Well, since Andrew's going to be doing the dishes, we can talk about this. And we can cut up our tomato. I don't know, have you guys ever used crispy onions before? It's like a chicken curry and potato roti. Ooh. Ooh, yum. So yeah, these fried onions, they cost nothing. They're like maybe $2.99 or something. But they go really nice on top of the saffron rice. So that's what I'm going to be using it on. But you can use it as a topping for so many things. Nachos, you can use it as a topping on your sandwiches. You can use it as a topping on salads. Very, very nice, but not healthy because it is fried. So you want to use it. Oh, yes, and especially biryani. The rice we're making is kind of like a biryani, but saffron and no meat. Yes, it is really, really delicious. Yeah, so we're making beef curry today, saffron rice, and we baked a whole fruit cake. So yeah, definitely suggest trying the onions because they really elevate a dish, and it's just nice. Just really nice to have, you know. Do you like when you make your potato roti, do you like bunjal your potato? Like, do you fry up your masala and all that in oil and then add it to the mashed potato? Or do you just do the green onion and pepper? So I just wash my potato and then I cut it up. I don't peel it because I really love potato, and a lot of the nutrients is in the skin, plus I buy organic potato. Guys, I don't even know where Taisha is right now because she was big on this live and she was going to bake with me. Hi, Mitzi. Oh, just onion and green chili. Ooh. Yum. I add green onions, peppers, roasted, and little. Metch is always good. Thank you. Thank you, Rudy. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Kush. Is Kush stand for cushion? How was the cottage? I heard you went up to your cottage. You were saying on the when we were chatting. It was a lovely weekend, so I'm sure you had a blast. I want a nice spot to take my son fishing, but maybe one that we don't need a boat. If you know of any, please message me, because he loves to go fishing. We usually go all the way to Peterborough, and it's really nice for us to cook and all of that, because I cook up a storm there.
I like the cooking.
Yeah, my husband says he likes the cooking. But the fish is like that. And those people, I won't say what kind of people, but you know, they just net everything and put it in a bucket. All the little baby fish they take. Yeah, I love to go fishing too. When you come, Riri, we're going to go. When you come, Ria, we're going to go. Look. Sumatum, my son brought. Yeah. Are you going to come for Caravana? Yes, them same people. Yes, them same people. You want to go fishing too? We should do a big fishing trip. Why not? I'll cook for you guys. I don't really do the fishing. I do the cooking. And we don't cook like, you know, we make like steak and mushrooms and potato, and like we cook up. Sometimes we do a nice cook up rice with some barbecue chicken, or we'll do, what else do we cook, Jay, when we go? Crab and callaloo soup. Sometimes, yeah, we do grilled lobster. So, yeah, we're good people to go fishing with. And my husband, as long as you have the hammock hooked up, he's happy. What? That's amazing. I don't know, Mr. Kush, I think Ria making it up. You know those people that say, I caught a fish this big. We want proof. We want pictures. Wait. I want to see pictures. I saw you was on a romantic getaway with a handsome young man, Ria. And what did the little one say? He didn't say anything? Oh, he was mad. I hope you brought him something, like a toy or something. I'm just above Scarborough. Yeah, like above Scarborough. Close to MSH. He was sad. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay, thank you. I would really appreciate that. My son would love that. As long as we can go up there and bun a pot and he can fish. Super nice. I don't even mind renting like a pontoon for the day and going out with that. I don't mind. But we wouldn't be able to cook. I really love like being out there cooking on the fire. Food tastes so good. Shall we check on our curry? Let's see what's going on. I think it's been about close to 40 minutes. Let's check on our beef curry. What do you guys think about the argument before we check on it? I'll ask you about the beef curry beef. What do you think that's about? It actually has to do with the way we cook our curry. Because some parts of India, they say chicken curry, and some parts of India say curry chicken. And it has to do with the ingredients that go into the curry. And Guyanese curry is very traditionally South Indian. Beef curry with enough potato. I got you, I got you. I got you. Hi Mustafa, welcome. Yeah, so, you know, a lot of people cook their potatoes separately. They'll do potato and chana, then they'll do their beef. So, and then they'll have like, you know, their little dishes to go with the meal. And those are the people that cook curry beef. And we who mix potato and other vegetables in our curry and tomato, because Jamaicans don't even use tomato, I don't think, in their curry. So that's completely different. And not that it's not good, they're all delicious. And so I'm not going to say which one is better, but I think Rihanna said our curry, Guyanese curry, was good. So I'm going to go with that. Because, you know, Rihanna's mama's Guyanese, so she's be eating that home cooking. We should check on the cake, and let's put this potato in there. Oh, I can smell the cake. Can you smell the cake, Jay? Okay. Cheers for my cake. Here we go. Oh, whoa. There's our beef curry. If you joined us earlier, you would have learned that we didn't use curry powder. We made our own curry paste, and I showed how to do that. But don't worry, I'm going to try to save the live, and then we can kind of watch back if you need to learn how to make it. I'm in Kingston, Jamaica, Mustafa. Riri. We live in Kingston, Jamaica. Okay, so our rice is nicely steaming. Now I'm going to season the beef. I'm going to add in our salt. I think it needs a few more minutes before I add in the potato because it feels a little bit still firm. And the potato will cook so quickly. So I'm going to let it cook for another 15 minutes. Because I could be off with the timing because I'm busy chatting with y'all. Busy chatting away with y'all, Ras, and I don't even have the timing down. So, where are you, Mustafa? Okay. Look at our cake, Riri. Woo! I'm gonna let it cook for just 2 more minutes, that small one, and then I'll take it out for you so you can see it. Okay, so I can smell my rice. So now I'm going to turn it off and leave it for 8 minutes, okay? Don't open it. Don't do it. Let it steam. Here's the moment of truth. It's up. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. So we did a whole big cake, but this was a little bit of the cake batter that was left, so we made this small one. So of course it's ready because it's a thinner piece. But I think it'll be a nice treat for the dishwasher. What do you guys think? So this is how I'm releasing it from the pan. I'm just squeezing the sides. And the cake feels really nice and spongy. Let's see how we did. You guys ready? Ta-da! Here it is. It is about 1 inch. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. It smells so good. So this was our leftover batter. So we'll see the actual cake in a minute. But it has a nice weight to it. I'm not going to cut it right away. I'm going to leave it 5 minutes. The thing, like a mistake people make, is that they go cut the cake right away. And it ends up being gummy inside. So we just let the cake cool. It doesn't have to be like totally cool. It could still be a bit warm, but at least wait 5 minutes. Same for bread. You should wait about 10 minutes when bread's out of the oven, then cut it. So yeah, smell guys, take a good whiff. See, it's about 1 inch thick, lovely, and very soft and spongy. And we didn't use a mixer. We did it by hand. Yeah, I can't wait to cut it and show you. Let me ask my husband if he will try it for us. Andrew, will you sacrifice your life to try this cake? Anytime. Thank you for the follow. Thank you so much. Leonie, thank you, Leonie. Welcome. Hi, Wildlife. Welcome. Yeah, it's a beautiful cake. Very, very nice. And as I said, my grandma, she would like bake them in the sardine tin, you know, the one that was like shaped like that. And I just loved it as a kid. The big cake should be done in about, I would say 10 minutes or so. I'll just pack away these couple dishes. Tears from my eyes keep on falling, 'cause you are living with another. Riri, did you see that the Staub warehouse sale was on last weekend or the weekend before? It was really nice sale. They had like 70% off some of the pots. The next time it comes, I'll let you know because it's like literally down the street. We always get the flyers over here, but it's a good sale for the cast iron pots and baking stuff and knives. Really, really good. You get like 50 to 70% off. So that's where I got most of my pots. It's called Zolling and Staub sale. It's not Le Creuset, it's Staub. I prefer Staub over Le Creuset. Le Creuset was nice back in the day, but to me, they've kind of fallen off a bit. Okay, let's cut it. I broke it, sorry. First piece always kind of, see that? Very nice. Babe, you want a piece of cake now or after dinner?
No.
To be honest, guys, I already knew what the answer was. I was just being a bad wife. There we go. Nice piece of cake. Very nice. And I just want you to notice that the fruits didn't sink to the bottom, because this is literally the bottom. But if we didn't dust it in the flour, it would have sunk to the bottom and it would have had burnt bits all over. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Ria. Yes, I did go to culinary school. Yes, I graduated with the full chef certificate, if that's what you want to call it. It's called a Red Seal. So I can do everything. And for the chef course, we did French, Italian, Spanish. Now they do Asian and Indian, but I didn't get the opportunity to do that. But however, the chef I cooked under was a Asian chef, but he cooked in India. So he taught me a lot. He's actually the one that taught me how to make this curry paste. And since I used it, I just fell in love with it. But I really enjoyed Italian cooking, so I kind of leaned towards that. But I also took baking and pastry, wine and cheese, historic cooking, pioneer cooking, so many other things that fall under that, you know, how to manage a restaurant, storeroom management, how to order food. It's like a full 3-year course. Yeah. Here you go, sweetie. Smells so good. Riri, are you still here? I'll bake you one of these when I see you. Okay? Remind me. You see, it doesn't take very long. The bigger one is going to take a little longer because, yes, for sure. Me and Sangeeta want to come down to the St. Lawrence market. I don't know if that's close to you, but we can make a day of it. We can have a lunch. I want to come down too because I heard that they've revamped that place. Oh, the eggplant pasta? You mean the tomato sauce with eggplant? Or do you mean like a cut up eggplant? Like, are you trying to hide it from the kids? Oh, you are close to the St. Lawrence Market? Okay, perfect. As soon as I can organize with Sangeeta, we'll come. Oh, the pasta sauce. Okay. It's basically, Rhea, it's basically taking the same pureed roasted eggplant and just adding it to your tomato sauce. Literally, that's what it is. And you're probably trying to hide it from the kids, so puree it and add it to the sauce. Add it to your tomato sauce. And you can even add it to a bottled tomato sauce. They won't even know. Okay, I will post back the video and you can see how I made the curry paste. And this is what it's looking like right now in these ice cubes. And as soon as I'm done here and I get some time, I'm gonna make some space in the freezer, sorry, and I'm gonna freeze them, then pop them out and put them in a Ziploc bag. And for 1 whole chicken, you need 2 cubes of the curry paste. And you can use the curry paste, it's versatile. You can use it for many things. Like, you know, if the kids are sick, you can make a nice broth out of it. You can use it in your dal. I use it in my pulaurie. You can use it in, you know, besides making curry, you can use it in any other like soups or stews or whatever. Yeah, and you know what? This Rhea, it tastes so clean. I can't explain it to you. You probably don't taste it now because you've never had this. But when you taste this, it's like a clean taste. Like curry powder to me has a stainy taste, like a powder taste. This is bar none. And as I said, it's versatile. You can use it for many, many things. Yeah, they will love it too when you put that curry paste or that eggplant. They will love it. So we put our tomato in here. Now we're gonna taste for salt. Okay, needs a little bit more salt. And now I'm gonna put 2 wiris on the side. Let me grab that. Two wiri peppers right in there. And now we're gonna cover it back. And we're gonna let that cook for another 20 minutes. And then our curry will be ready. Now, you remember the rice. It's pretty much done. It's been about 10 minutes since we turned it off. Now let's see what it looks like. Remember, we haven't opened this rice up since we put it in. Look at that. Do you see that? Perfectly cooked rice. Nice and fluffy. Can't ask for better. Some people will add butter to this too, but I'm not going to. I've been trying to watch what I eat. Yes, I cook with butter, but I'm not going to overdo it. But if you had this at a restaurant, 100%, they would finish it off with butter. And yeah, let me get you a bit closer so you could see. Very beautiful. And the aroma is very, very nice. So that's our saffron rice. Let's see here. Beautiful. Nice color. Okay, we can put the lid back on till we're ready to have it. Got some saffron stuck on the fork. The saffron that I'm using comes from Spain. And now I'm gonna make a nice salad to go on the side because I love a good salad. I'm just gonna do a nice cucumber. You're hungry? I'm getting hungry myself. That's our fruit cake that you're looking at. That was the leftover batter. We made a small one for fun. How was the cake, Jay?
Very good.
Good. French open? I guess if you were having this dish in like an Indian restaurant, they would serve like a pickle with it. But I love cucumber salad. Now some onion. Don't need much, just a couple of pieces. And now our tomato. That's our salad. Now we're gonna check on our other cake. Should be ready, it's smelling. You know what we forgot, guys? To put the onions on the rice. We'll do that. Okay. That's our other cake. I think it needs a few more minutes. Let me just check this in. Yeah, just a few more minutes in the center. I could feel it though, a little soft there. So let's just give it a few more minutes. Should be done in about 10 minutes. Now for the onions for the rice, we forgot our onions to put in the rice. Crispy onions. Crispy onions. Let's taste it. Crunchy and sweet. Very sweet. There we go on the top. And then we're gonna close it back. This will be really good on salad. And they have them coated with flour and uncoated. I got the uncoated one. See, no coat. It has such a sweet taste, like a reduced onion sweetness. Very cute. Cute, cute. And our curry. I'm gonna run out to the yard and get us some green onion. Maybe I'll get chives. So this is the chive flour, and it is edible. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna give it a rinse, and then I'll show you. So the chive flour actually has a flavor like garlic, but very mild. but very pretty. Also looks great on a salad. Finish off any dish. Here, you be the judge. Beautiful, right? And it does have that nice garlic flavor, but very mild. Jay, Karen says to say hi to you and Michael. Karen, he eaten this whole cake by himself. Look. He want me to show you the beef curry. You didn't tell him you were here the whole time? Karen, he want me to show you the beef curry. Karen don't eat beef.
Tastes like chicken.
Tastes like chicken, he said. Yes, the chive has flour, and it's related to garlic. Also, garlic has flour. That's very tasty as well. And onions have flour that you can also eat. This is our fruit cake, Karen. So let's check on our curry. Let's see what's going on. Okay, it's looking a little bit like what I want it to look like. Yes, the meat's very soft, tender. Potatoes almost ready. What do you guys think? We're gonna put in our chives on the top, even the flowers. That's the perk, Riri, of growing your own garden, because you wouldn't get chive flowers in the grocery store. So if you grew it yourself a little bit, you would definitely get the chive flower. We're just gonna let that cook down for a few more minutes. And now we're just waiting on our cake. I hope you guys enjoyed today. It takes a lot of time. I didn't realize like how much time it takes to go live. So I'm not promising you guys that I'm always going to come live for this long, but when we have our cooking segments, I definitely want you guys to fully understand, you know, what I'm doing. So for the cooking segments, we can go a bit longer, but for the other segments, we'll try like maybe half an hour to 45 minutes. I have to show you guys how to, it's called sexing the orchid, and it's how to get your orchid to rebloom. I can show you guys how to do that. We can do some more gardening stuff. You coming to see me tomorrow? Okay, Karen, come on down. Yeah, I know. It does take a lot of time. I didn't realize like it's quite a bit of time, but we got a lot of stuff done in this time. Like you guys learned how to make curry paste, so next time I won't show that. You guys learned how to do the beef curry. We made rice. We also made a nice salad. We made cake. So we did quite a lot in this short span of time. Did anybody see Taisha if she woke up? She's going to be so mad she missed it. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I'm going to stay with you guys until we take out the cake because I want you to see what it looks like. And yeah, I think the curry just has like maybe 10 more minutes and it's ready. I'll plate it up nicely and I'll do a nice video for you guys. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Bedora. Thank you, Riri. Thank you, Danica. Thank you, Karen. Thanks for tapping up the live, guys. I really appreciate it. The more you guys tap, the more Facebook will share my live and we'll get more people to join us. So yeah, if you just tap your screen, it gives a little heart like that. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Bedora. Yeah, so, and look what I got at the store, guys. I can't wait. This is going to be my dessert. Look what I got. Who knows what this is? Hi, Ennis. How are you? We're making beef curry, Ennis. Who knows what this is? Thank you. Thank you. What's this, guys? Yeah, so some days we are going to do cooking and some days we're going to do some gardening things. And I'm hoping to make this like a lifestyle page where we have people come on and talk about different things. And if you have like a specialty, like I know some people are teachers, so when it comes back to going back to school, we can talk about getting the kids ready for school. What are some things we can do for the new kindergartners? Because I know my grandbaby will be going to kindergarten. So that's exciting. Like I want to really like, you know, expose our community for their great resources and all your knowledge. I want you guys to share it with others, and you know, that will make us a stronger community. Thank you so much. Yeah, so as I said, I did lose a couple of pounds, and there's a system that I used, and I know I have a good friend on Facebook. She sells the product, so I will bring it on. And it's not a gimmick. I'm not making any money from it or anything, but I actually turned my whole life around. It gave me so much more energy. I feel really good, and I'm not on any medication. So, you know, why not share it with others? And I think the system costs like the same amount as if you were to buy like half a coffee a day, not even a full coffee, because a coffee is like $6 or something, $5 or something. I don't know. I don't drink coffee, but it's an amazing program. And my husband still uses it and he loves it. I've stopped and I'm just doing intermittent fasting. But it did help me a lot. It did help me with cravings because that was like the worst thing. I also want to bring like people that have small business on here. No cost to them, like at all. We just want to promote our people for their great talents. So that's what this page is basically going to be about. So if you have something you would like to share or talk about, something you'd like to bring to the forefront, message me and we can collaborate on that and bring it. Like my friend Taisha, she lives in Holland, so she's going to do a couple of tours, like a walk around Holland for one of our lives. And the lives do alternate between TikTok and Facebook because I do have a few people on Facebook and I don't want to forget about them. So we're trying to do it on alternate them. So yeah. Let's check on our cake. Should be ready. Flip it over. Okay. What's the matter with your cat?
First from work today.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I understand. Perfect, the cake is ready. Whoop.
How's your day, Peter?
Peter flew away from his mom. Yep.
Really good.
He said yep. Did you hear him? And he tried to escape.
Good day at home.
Yeah? Were you a good boy, Peter? Yes? Yeah? You were a good boy? Were you a good boy today? Yeah, I like you, but you were not a good boy. That's Peter. He's asking me, and that's my parrot, if I like him. So this is our cake. We're gonna let it sit just like this one for 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna flip it over, and then we'll end our live. Thank you guys for tapping up the screen. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. It's a really cool pan. And I showed them a cool trick on how to get it to release from the pan. So we'll see if that works, if my trick works. But you can't go running to turn this over. You have to let the cake sit for at least 8 minutes, 10 minutes. Trust me, you'll be better off for it. Okay. Let me get a nice platter for this cake. So this was a fruit cake that we made with mixed fruit with rum. I had soaking in the basement, and then we made it with half a pound of ingredients. So if we did a full pound, we would have gotten double this amount. But this is more than enough for the 3 of us here. Sometimes we might get a guest. I see Karen says she's coming over. And some other people. Thank you guys for tapping up the live. Let me just turn this curry. I'll let you guys have one last look at it. It's our beef curry. Potatoes almost cooked, not quite. Fruit cake, Delana. So we bang it a little on the side. Then we're going to take the cake pan, put it on top. Here's the moment of truth. Look how pretty that is. Let's see what happened. Wow! Wow, it's almost like I know what I'm doing. It's almost like I know what I'm doing, guys. Here's our beautiful cake. And how we did it, it's all on here. I'm gonna try to save it and post it. Just gorgeous, right? Very nice and soft. What do you think, Wiri? Beautiful, right? And look at the pan inside. Clean. So, how do we achieve that? We put a high fat, high burning oil. So you could have used coconut oil or the ghee. And then we added flour to it and then we froze it. So that creates a beautiful coating. And then you add this to it. Thank you. Thank you so much. You humble yourself. Gorgeous, right? The pan, all my pans come from Williams Sonoma. Williams Sonoma. Next time I'm gonna make a lemon loaf with you guys. Here's the lemon loaf. We're gonna make a beautiful lemon loaf next time. Same recipe, but we are going to add lemon juice. You can also add poppy seed. Thank you, Shaw. Beautiful, and it's a fruit cake. That's what it looks like inside. This was our leftover. So we made this small 1-inch cake. But that's basically what this is. Gorgeous, right? So our curry's pretty much finished. I'm going to turn it off now. And then we can recap what we made today. I just want to thank you guys again for joining. If you think of any questions or anything you'd like to ask, please don't hesitate to send me a message. And here we go. So we have our beautiful cake, fruit cake. We have our delicious beef curry. Okay, and we didn't use curry powder, so you can see the luscious color we got. We have a little side salad, and we have our saffron rice topped with some fried onions. Thank you, Sugar and Cream. Thank you. Don't worry, Shaw. Once I get off of here, thank you, Danica. Thank you. Thank you, sis. Danica's also a wonderful chef. Thank you. Yeah, what was I saying? Yes, so you missed the cake mix. Don't worry, the recipe is on my page. If you go back, I posted the recipe, and I will go back, save this video, and repost it for you guys. Okay? Thank you again for joining me. God's blessings to you all. Bye, guys. See you next time.